How's it going, everyone? So in this video I wanted to do a little overview on my Defense PDW. So we're gonna get right into it. I just want everyone to know this is kind of just a rundown video of how I have my gun set up. So there's not going to be too much shooting in it, just in case you guys are only here for the shooting. This one is just purely informational. So let's get started. Alright guys, so let's do a little breakdown of the actual gun itself now. So, in the typical fashion, let's do from the tip back. So we've got, up front I am rocking the reared-in muzzle brake up here. This is the SPB, I believe. And it comes with the compensator on here. Obviously I'm going to be shooting suppressed. Well, I do shoot suppressed, so this guy lives on here almost religiously. So this is the Resonator R2, and that's I have an Atlas mount attached to that. I kind of did away with YHM's ratcheting system, which is rock solid, by the way. So if you guys are getting your YHM cans, I would honestly just stick with it. I did it a little bit for weight reduction, and I really like the taper mount that Reardon puts out. It's similar to Q's, but there's like all kinds of drama in between that on Q's end. But, so going a little further back, I am rocking another mod light on this one. So this is the OKW, and this is the little guy. So this is the 350 right here. I've got a Surefire UE tail cap on the back of that one. Rocking on the Unity Lightwing and an OG mod button. So all you need to do to actuate that little guy is press this button here and you're good. So the Lightwing puts this light out as far as possible to get rid of the barrel shadow. So if you are running suppressed, you want that light to be able to push out naturally as far as it possibly can without any obstruction in the way. So I am running, I don't know if I just said this or not, but I am running the Defense, well, naturally it's not coming in now, the front sight right there. And then a little further back, we've got the standard rail. This is the Defense rail that comes with it. This is the MFR XL. It's a 6-inch little section right here, covering up the 7-inch barrel that's underneath, which is cold hammer forged. And so that's 60, what is it, 6061 T6 aluminum is the handguard. So this thing's pretty rock solid. Oh, I forgot, before we move on, I've got the little MDT, the little, what do you call that, the barricade stop. So I've got that little guy up front. I've got the BCM Mod 3 right here, which is a vertical foregrip, I think, allegedly. I'm not sure at this point. This is an SBR though, just so you know. So this is a registered, unfortunately. I mean, not unfortunately for me and my cat, but this is a registered SBR. So I could put a behemoth, massive vertical foregrip here, a stock in the back, everything's all Gucci, ready to go. So we've gone over the front portion up to here, right here. So up top we are rocking, let's do this, we are rocking an EOTech. So this is the EXPS2O on this one. So that one does have the QD on it, so which is pretty nice, as opposed to like the XPS lineup. And then I don't have night vision capability on this one like the EXPS3 would. I don't think it zoomed in on that one. So there's a little button that's right above that. And then going a little further back on the top rail, we have the Knight's rear. So that's my backup right there. I love Knight's, makes amazing stuff, obviously. But so does Daniel Defense. I just wanted to I try to keep my guns fairly similar in setup, and that's what I have on my other 11.5 as well. I did, on the other 11.5, I do have a Scalar Works front sight, which I kind of like more, honestly, but this Daniel Defense was cheaper, so it was kind of a no-brainer there. I am running the Daniel Defense bolt carrier group. It's a little dirty in there, but I've been shooting pretty much entirely suppressed, so it gets dirty really fast for those of you guys who actually shoot suppressed. But I'm rocking the Daniel Defense grip and rip. They are awesome charging handles. I know a lot of guys run Radiants and replace these ones, but in this rifle, I've never had an issue with them, and actually a couple of them I tend to keep the grip and rips, so I don't know, I really prefer them, honestly. Moving back a little bit further, I do have just a random QD. I'm not actually sure who made this QD on here, but Castle Nut, it is staked. I'm running a B5 SOP mod, which is Cerakoted. So I love OD. I know a lot of people will have problems with that, but you know, this is my rifle, so it's cool. By the way, this is just spray painted, by the way. I just rattle can everything, so minus my 8EM lower. So this is the 8EM lower. I'm getting ahead of myself here. This is the 8EM UIC. This is the ambi lower. Thing is pretty awesome. I had this one Cerakoted by Harriet Tubesock on Instagram. He does amazing work. The guy is super good. You should check out his stuff on Instagram as well. He's got tons and tons of products on there. Not products, but a lot of his work on there. So you guys be able to check that out. Really good dude. Show him some support. So yeah, going down on the lower itself. So I am running the Radiant Talons on this one. So I've got them set up in the 45 in the ambi as well. And then the other stuff is their proprietary that I'm running, so that comes along with the lower as well. And for the trigger, I believe this is the SSP. It is a really lovely trigger. I'm pretty sure it's either the SSP or the Super Dynamic 3 gun, but I'm almost positive it's the SSP in this one. But for sling, I am running Blue Force gear as well on this one. And I don't know, they make amazing, between the Slingster and the BFG, I'm kind of, I don't know, I love both of them equally, so they're both pretty good. This setup right here is primarily, I'm not using it to shoot out to distance. This is kind of a CQB setup rifle. Obviously I'm not using it for that purpose, but I don't know. This one is set up for a shorter range, obviously, and that's why I chose to run the EOTech on here. I love the EOTech. It's great. And even if you did have to punch out there, the EOTech has really easy holdovers. I don't know. The EOTech is essentially bomb-proof as well. At one point, I guess it was on the other gun, I have the T2 on there. But this is pretty much how I've been setting up a lot of my CQB rifles that I do have. I am also running the little 20 rounders. I think they're pretty cool. As far as if you wanted a small package, which, I mean, this thing is insane for ballistics. I mean, it was designed for a specific mission set, right? So that's, I don't know, it does that very well. This is also one of the best rounds I've ever shot suppressed. It's fantastic. I know the 300 blackout is lovely, especially if you're shooting out of a bolt rifle. I mean, you can't get much more quieter than that. Much quieter than that? Much more? I'm not sure. But between 22, some 9mm, and 300 blackout, I mean, they're all amazing to shoot suppressed. And I'm sure as you go up with heavier bullets like 45 and 10mm, you're going to also find the same thing to be true. But this gun packs such a punch. I'm trying not to say this little guy here, because one of my friends on a bunch of my other videos pointed out that I say that on almost every single video. So I'm trying to be a little better about that. But anyway, fuck it. This little guy here is fantastic. And it's kind of hard to argue at the price point. I'm sure you could build a gun that is similar in performance, but everyone knows that Daniel Defense makes amazing things. And for the most part, I know like every other company, I'm sure they have certain QC issues, but I'm sure, luckily I've never had to use any of their customer service, but I'm sure they get back to you fairly quick. Yeah, overall, I really like this. It is expensive to shoot, but I mean, if you're looking for a 300 blackout, I do think that the DD PDW is fantastic. So, one thing I didn't go over, so the barrel is 1 in 7 twist. So, and you are rocking a low pro gas block here. So this one is, and your pistol length gas system as well. So it's just as you would imagine it to be. But the length of my upper receiver here with my can is about 21¼ inches. Without my can, I'm rocking about 15½ inches. So I mean, it's pretty cool. It's a nice smaller package. You could put a law tack folder on it if you wanted. I don't have one, obviously, but I'm not sure. I like it in this setup a lot, especially now that it is an SBR. It's a lot easier to get in there with actually a full stock. So I'd vote SBRing it if you had the chance. I guess now you have to have the chance if you buy one, because
I'm not sure I understand.
Well, I guess now you have to do that, sadly, with the ATF regulations and stuff, according to your government. So know your rules, your rights, all that. I guess those are two different things at this point. But yeah, this is my little 300 blackout. So I appreciate you guys' time. Thank you for watching. Like I said, this is just a little overview of it. If you guys have any questions about it, anything I didn't go over, which I'm sure there's a lot of stuff I didn't go over. Here, let's take that off. But yeah, if there's some things you have questions about that I didn't go over, feel free to leave a comment down below and I'll get back to you. I'm normally pretty good if I get the notification on YouTube to respond back quickly. So yeah, if you guys like the content, you want to help me out, just feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. It gives me a little boost to, going forward. But I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Everyone have a good day. Be safe. Have fun.